Alright, Hard Luck Woman by Kiss. This is a really awesome classic song to jam out on a 4-string CBG. We are tuned to an open G. Low string will be a G. Next string is a D. Next string is another G. And the next string is a B. Alright. First of all, this lesson you will not be able to play along with the original song. Simply because they're tuned down a half step from standard. They're tuned to an E flat. But if you want to go to the trouble, and I don't want to go to the trouble just for one song, but you can tune your open G down a half step. Just tune all the strings down a half step and you can play along with the original song. Just using everything that I'm showing you here, the same chords and everything, you'll be in tune with them. But I'm going to show you how to play the actual chords we're going to be using. For the most part, this song is really simple, except starting at the second verse and the second chorus and pre-chorus and all that, they add some more chords in. The same chords, they just add more. Let's see, first of all, we're going to play a D minor. We're going to take our index finger on the 2nd fret, hold down the upper G string. Middle finger on the 3rd fret on the D string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. Strike all three together as a chord. You're going to want to mute the low G string. You don't want that ringing out. I just mute it with my thumb. Okay, we're going to play an E minor. We're going to take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, ring finger or pinky, if you have short fingers like me, on the 4th fret on the low G string. And we're going to hit the upper G string and the B string open. So. Awesome. Okay, we're going to play an F chord. You've watched my other videos. I play different chords in all kinds of positions. And this time we're going to play an F chord right here. We're going to take our ring finger on the 3rd fret on the D string. Middle finger on the upper G string on the 2nd fret. Index finger on the 1st fret on the B string. You're also going to want to mute the low G string. And okay, we're going to hit an open G. And we're going to play a C chord. We're going to come up here on the 5th fret. We're going to hold all 4 strings down. The low G, the D, the upper G, and the B. And yeah, I think that's it. So excuse me. Let's get started on that little intro. And that's the only part where we're going to have to play some little single notes. Everything else is just nice, easy strumming. It's just a lot to remember. So I'm actually going to break down each section by section. So, alright. we're going to come down and we're going to strike the low G string open once. We're going to strike the low G string once on the 2nd fret. Now we're going to come up to the 5th fret on the low G string, strike it once. Now we're going to strike the D string open once. We're going to fret the D string on the 2nd fret once. And then strike the D string open again once. So slowly like this. Okay, now we're going to come up to the, we're going to take our index finger on the 6th fret on the B string, middle finger on the 7th fret on the upper G string. Strike both of those notes together as a chord. And we're going to slide up to where our index finger is now on the 8th fret and our middle finger is on the 9th fret. Same 2 little notes. And then we're going to slide it back down to the same thing. Well, slowly like. Like that. And that last, we're going to come right here and hit that C chord one time. Now we're going to come down and we're going to play this right here. So we're going to hit the upper G string open once. We're going to hammer on the 2nd fret on the upper G string. And we're going to pull it back off to the G string. Like. Now we're going to come down to the 2nd fret on the D string, strike it once, and pull it off to the open D. And now we're going to come down to the 5th fret on the low G string, strike it once. So slowly like. So all of that together slowly. Actually, you can hit a little single note right there, but actually we're going to come back to that C chord right there and strum that a few times. So actually it'd be like. Now right here we're going to go to that D minor chord, to the E minor chord, to that F chord, to the open G, back to that C chord. And we're going to stop right there. We're just going to kind of mute all the strings and give it a before you go into the verse. So I'm going to play all through all of that together slowly now. Okay, when we hit the open G once, we're going to come up to the 6th fret. Well, actually, we're going to hold down on the 5th fret the D string, the upper G string, and the B string. we're going to take our middle finger and place that on the 6th fret on the B string. And then we're going to pull that note off to the B string on the 5th fret. But still, you're going to hold all 3 of these together down. Just anchor your finger on those 2 strings on the 5th fret. So like. And after that, we're going to strike the upper G string and then the D string like. Now we're going to strike on the 5th fret, we're going to strike the upper B string once and then the upper G string once, like this. So yeah, I'll do it one more time slowly. We're going to go to, okay, now we're going into the first verse. We're going to go to the D minor. Yeah, I'm going to call that 2 times. 1 time would be like 2 times. So we're going to go to that D minor. We're going to play it this many times. Now we're going to come down and play the same amount of times on the C chord. Now we're going to go back to the D minor once, to the E minor once, to the F again once, to the open G once, and then back to the C. And we're going to do the little muted thing again. Because we repeat that again. So slowly it'll go like this. The coming out of the C, coming out of the intro. To the D minor. Do the same thing over, exactly like that again. Okay, right there we don't do the muted thing again until the very end of the song. So we just ride the C chord right there going into the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus, this section, we're going to quickly hit that F chord once. We're going to quickly hit the E minor once. And then we're going to strum on the D minor. Then we're going to do it again. Quickly right here, we just strum it really a couple of times quickly. We're going to hit the F chord. We're going to hit the open G, and then back to the C. Okay, so I'm going to play from the very last part of the first verse, going into that pre-chorus. So here we go. Okay, that's the pre-chorus. Okay, now we're going into the chorus. After we go back to the C, we go to the chorus, which we're going to go back to the D minor. We go to the F, to the open G, to the C, then back to the D minor quickly. Then we're going to quickly hit the F once, quickly hit the open G once, to the C. So I'll play the chorus slowly. Well, hang on. Let's see, D minor, correct? Okay. I kind of forgot the chord hit came after that D minor there all of a sudden. So yeah, again, we go to the chorus. Well, actually, I'm going to play the quick pre-chorus going into that chorus. So the pre-chorus was. Chorus. Okay, that's the first chorus. Now we have, I guess, what's called a tag. This is a chorus tag after the first chorus. We're going to go back to the C, to the D minor. Now we're going to play that little, like we did before in the pre-chorus. We're going to quickly hit the F once, E minor once, strum on the D minor. So the tag will be C, we're going to go back to the F, to the open G, to the C, and then back to the D minor quickly, to an open G. And that's going to take us back into the D minor for the next verse. So I'm going to play the quick chorus going into that chorus tag. So the chorus starts out in the D minor. Okay, right there after you hit the G, the open G, we go right back to that D minor for the second verse. Now, like I told you at the beginning, everything's been pretty simple so far. Now they're going to add in the same chords, but they add in more of them for the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. So this verse, we're going to go back to the D minor, just like before. It's the same thing. To the C, to the D minor one, E minor, to the F, to the open G, to the C. So again, the second verse. Just like before. Now we're going into the second pre-chorus this one gets a little longer. So just like before, the pre-chorus, we're going to quickly hit the F once, the E minor once, strum on the D minor. Which leads us back into the second chorus. So slowly, the second verse, just like the first verse. Okay, now right here we go back into that pre-chorus, which is longer this time, right? So, like the first time, we only do. We do that 3 times this time, not 2 times. So it's like. Now you go to the F, open G, back to the C. So, yeah, well, when you go back to the C, remember to quickly go back to the D minor, and then quickly hit the F once, open G once, to bring you back into the C. So. And that takes us into the next chorus. We come back to the C. We go back to the D minor for the chorus just like before. To the F. To the open G. Back to the C. Quickly back to the D minor. And then quickly F once. Open G once. Back to the C. Now this time we're going to double it. The first chorus is just that right there, 1 time. This time it's 2 times, except we're going to add another one of these. Okay, so I'm going to play it from the second pre-chorus into the second chorus, which both of these are a little longer, but you know, you can just rewind this video and just keep watching where I'm playing these and showing you where to play the extra chords. So the second pre-chorus. Going back to the D minor for the chorus. That's the added little parts for the second pre-chorus and the second chorus. Now, once we go back to the C at the end of that second chorus, now all we have left is the outro. So, coming out of that C at the end of that second chorus, we're going to go back into this little riff here. We're going to hit that F chord quickly once. E minor once, go to that D minor, and then we're going to go to that we're going to go to the F, to the open G, to the C. So coming directly out of that chorus, that C coming out of the second chorus. So just remember the outro coming out of that second chorus. Okay, coming out of this last C. Now here's the where it fades out. Right here, it just goes right back to the D minor, back to the C, back to the D minor, back to the C, and it fades out with that. So after that outro coming out of the second chorus, yeah, you just fade out with that. The D minor to the C and back and forth. Yeah, it's a really easy song, but there's a lot to remember once you get past the first chorus, because they add in a lot more chords into the second pre-chorus and the second chorus. So, well, anyway, good chord workout. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Get back soon with another one. Thanks for watching.